Oh, welcome to my little bathrobe chat. This is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food, and it is very early in the morning. Not as early as some mornings, but it's early. I have my bulletproof coffee, and I am set. It's a whole day off. I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so today's topic is about the discomfort of the withdrawal of whatever it was that is not on your food plan that you may have been indulging in the last couple of months. And by that I mean, like if you overindulged in appetizers or wheat products or little crackers with cheese that you thought would be okay as an appetizer, but it really wasn't. It was just a trigger for more, for more, for more. You know that clean eating, when you first begin a program and how clean it is and how, honest you are, the integrity you have with your tracking. And I'm familiar with all of that. And so the discomfort comes after you've been on it for a while, even the maintenance, and it just gets just a little wiggly. And so with that wiggliness comes little things that maybe you shouldn't have, need to have been more careful about, took that little bite of and didn't count it. That little bite standing up as you walk past something. For me, the first thing that I learned in OA was not to lick the spoons when you're making something. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I was so dangerous with my Toll House cookie dough as a little girl. Oh, forget licking the spoon. So there is some discomfort in getting back to being clean, getting back on track. And if you've ever read people's postings that have been back on track for a few days, not the new to the program necessarily, but the retreads, you know who you are. The ones that have been, on Weight Watchers, done fabulous, and then kind of slipped away, and then you're back on, you sign back on, and it just is so much harder the second, third, 19th time. I know that. I feel that. It's so true. And, that whole weigh yourself once a day or when they weigh you. I was walking the other day and they said on the news that weighing yourself every day makes you more accountable if you're trying to lose or trying to maintain. And I never used to believe that because I used to believe that the scale wasn't my friend. But it's still not my friend, but I'm still doing it. I'm not holding my breath because then you'd gain some weight, right? How many ounces does holding your breath have? And so jumping on that scale, for me, it goes like a few days in a row. And yes, I do write it down. And so I just want to stay where I am. That's really my goal. I'm 65 and almost a half. And I like being where I am. And I want to stay there. So I kind of, I'm always tweaking. I'm always exchanging. I know the other day I wanted that baked potato with my steak, and so I exchanged my bowl of fruit, my bowl of berries, with that. So I saved on the carbs and the starchy carbs, starchy veggie carbs. And so anyway, yeah. So it's uncomfortable. There's discomfort in withdrawing and looking at the clock and thinking, it's time to eat and not, for me, it's that difference of my head is hungry, not my stomach. And God, I love it when I'm busy and I don't get a chance to eat on my little schedule and I have to wait. Oh God, that feels so clean. Instead of being that clock watcher where it's like, oh, now I can have my 10 o'clock thing, and now I can have my 1 o'clock thing, and now I can have my 4 o'clock thing. I love it when I'm so busy, I don't get a chance to do that schedule. Because it's not that my body needs that little whatever it is, be it, sliced peppers and an ounce of cheese or something like that. It doesn't need it right at that moment. It's my head. It's my head that gets it bored or anxious or just wanting that food, just being a foodie and just keep feeding that machine. The less meals I have in a day, the better off I am, I'm finding. And I used to be kind of a snacker. I'd eat breakfast before I gave up the wheat and the sugar, and before I became low carb, high fat. I would have my cereal breakfast at like 6:30, and at 9 I'd have a second breakfast, and then at 11 I'd have my first lunch. At 1 I'd have my second lunch, and then between 3 and 4 I'd have that piece of cheese or ounce of peanut butter, something to hold me over till dinner. And so it was a day of just kind of eating away, and each one of those days was punctuated with a fruit, because fruits are free with Weight Watchers. And although I did lose the weight, it just, after I hit what I thought was maintenance, I switched to the low carb, high fat, and 10 more pounds went away. So that part's really good. I like that part. And now I'm low carb, high fat, and enjoying it and really liking the results. But Weight Watchers has their new program, and those of you that are loving it and embracing it, I think that's great. So here we all are, and there is some discomfort in getting past that little freedom that we might have given ourselves permission to have. And so we have to be careful. We have to tie it in. And today is Friday, so this will probably air tomorrow on Saturday. But, the way you prevent a messy Monday is tracking, and when you grocery shop, bringing in the good foods, the healthy vitamins, the healthy vegetables, and the type of protein that you're supposed to be having. Don't be afraid of whole eggs, and bringing it into the house and having it available. And yes, there's better bad choices when you think you're hungry. A hard-boiled egg, an ounce of peanut butter, an ounce of cheese, something like that holds you over, with some raw veggies that have a crunch that take a while to eat. The little snacks that are healthy, that have some fiber, maybe some fat to tie you over. Excuse me, I find having that little fat at 3 with that peanut butter or that little piece of cheese really was holding me over, or nuts, my little half ounce of nuts. But I kind of veered away from that. I kind of like to make my lunch kind of solid, so I don't have to go all the way through. I can go all the way through. I find that on the days that I work until 5, I have some organic steamed broccoli with some butter on it, some grass-fed butter, and that kind of holds me over, and it's, one of the veggies I count for the day. So whatever gets you through your discomfort to the other place of clean, that clean feeling when the tracker really matches the food that you're eating. I love that feeling. And yes, there's discomfort for the first couple of days in getting back on track. But when you read somebody's post that is back on track, that freedom that they feel, it's that, and they love it, and they're feeling great. And we want to catch that. We want to do that. And going to bed with a clean tracker, there's nothing like waking up the next day and you've got another clean day ahead of you. You've got the food, it matches the tracker, you're going to pack it, you're going to be all set. There's no little snacks, you're not eating standing up, you're not having a bite of somebody else's plate. While you're cooking, you're not doing that. It's so clean. There's nothing feels as good as clean eating to match my tracker. So anyway, it's Friday. This will be airing tomorrow on Saturday. Let's prevent that messy Monday. Come on. You know how to do it. Buy the right food, eat the right food, and track it all. Be honest. Have a wonderful day. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. Until the next time, bye-bye for now.